Eu li pra sair, quer dizer.
Of this, looks like 4 or 6 block tower. Stinger to apply pressure while the minigun is going. Love the EU tactics. You don't see too much minigun other regions right now. This Tomoamo does go down, didn't it? Well, imagine that many rounds from a trio, all shooting at your single building by yourself. Basically GG at that point.
This team here is also just heavy on the elims right now. An effective 7+ for the squad right here, and they have the prime position to catch the picks of anyone rotating from the backside. This is actually perfect too, right? The heavy congestion is below them. They don't have anyone up here in this layer with them. The closest person is this trio right here to their left, and it looks like it's time to get that focus fire on. Here comes the minigun.
The mark for attacking right there. Sting through the line, make a move, use those HP to see where your opponents are rotating. Now they're in literally the very bottom of the same builds. You have a ton of people stacking at this point now. But Camo, Pep. Elimination feed is starting to light up across the board. These are the zones that really cut the player count down as people are moving, especially when you have one of, if not the best trio on Ultimate High Ground with an RPG. Are you kidding me?
But
they are in the best spot.
Remember, it still hurts to hold high ground from zone 6 so early. They're going to be forced to jump down soon if they can't, kind of map conserve properly. They're getting broken down consistently now by the shockwaves. These are one of the cons that happen when you take that high ground because you don't get the pleasures of moving the players you drop, right? So just like that, all that and they actually can't use it.
And every time you hear a shockwave, you'll see these players snap and look up in the air to see if they can try and find who's on the fly. In case you have free shots, as that elimination is secured. Mitro picking up a knock on Falconly in the feet. Another one for the Trails, 7 remaining. I've got to say, if this is not a win for this team, I don't know what is.
It's going to be a close one. He actually did not have any more AR left in his gun. There's no more RPG left here. It's a straight-up shotgun battle. It's a crucial Elam. That's going to get them some of the resources that they need to hold the here. And it looks like it's cutting back across. So lucky for them, they're going to be able to kind of reuse some of their resources. Approaching the low ground. Shaka and Cal as well. Here's Mitro just raining fire. That TAC sub SMG is so good for shredding through builds right here. And honestly, they can pierce through the turbos like right there. These are the shots. Good pressure right here from Mitro, putting down the fire, putting all the ammunition to use here. We're almost in the final zone now. This is it. Storm Zone 9. The close-in will happen. Looks like BenjiFishy's going to go for that high ground. You saw him elevate himself right there. So he's going to get out of the harm's way of the shockwave, and Mitro's going to stay down here and just get down and dirty with the TAC SMG right now, Lupo.
Yeah, remember at the last set of placements here, the points really kick up as you go from 5th to 4th and 3rd to 2nd, and then the victory royale. So every time you see a player go down right there. The 4 trios remaining get even more points. As soon as one more trio goes down, we'll get it 1st and 2nd, and that's it. And we're down to the very last second. The spray from above. This honestly, as soon as we got to top 40, this was Mongraal, Mitro, BenjiFishy, all the way to the end. No surprise here.
And a monstrous 12 Elam game right there. So even in the final moments, they did try to drop a couple of medium bullets there. With that, we're going to send it over to the studio with Zeke and Sundown. What do you have for us, guys?
Oh man, MMB starting off the day strong. We are one step closer to Shiloh. Jar of mayonnaise.
It's escalated because he said cup, but we really need cup. Some people say the standard measuring cup. Someone was like, honestly, it should be a World Cup. I was actually just back in the kitchen looking to see getting mail, and I have to make a run tomorrow because after that last game, it was just incredible. So that is 2 matches down in the heat. Let's take a look first at the standings and see where we're at after the first 2 games because, that's weird. Who's that on top? This
might as well just be Shiloh, eat mayonnaise.
I mean,
I think
so the one thing, and we saw they had a number of Elams. They were in actually 4th place after the first match. And the 12 Elams plus the victory route, we'll be talking about it. Every single one of those being a point, and then the victory route being 15 as well, pushing them up to 38. They're already 7 points clear of very well. 19 Elams there is pushing them 5 points clear of Amplified Miro and Natso, who had an incredible first game. I mean, it's been I just want to throw out
a quick little apology. Based on score, I would assume that because Natso and Miro and Amplified Royale, they in fact did not. So my apologies. All we were getting was placement on the stream. That's my bad. Back to you.
We gotta be honest, and we love him very much for it. But don't forget, the top 8 are moving on from this heat. So right now, you must be disqualified. We're looking at just top 8 points. 18, that's just like, a victory round is worth 15 points in itself. So even if you get that victory round with 15 eliminations, you can now look to strike up in the top 8. So, and only in the second game, we're about to get to game 3. What does this spell for, like, all of these other teams?
Yeah, you just have to stay consistent. You have to not fear. If you have a couple of bad games, that's okay. If you're able to get in, get situated, get a couple of eliminations, get some placement points in there. As you can see right now, to be on the first page, it's 11 points up there. But one thing I do want to take a look at here is some of the gameplay that came out from Mongraal, Mitro, and Benji. They were able to play so well, and Lupo even hinted at it, saying at around like top 40 or so, you could kind of smell that they were going to have that victory out. It had the sense of, hey, they were going to get high ground. They had everything they needed. It's like, oh, looks like it's going to be a win. Also, they see how they're able to execute and get this done. And one thing you'll notice, on high ground, they're so incredibly disciplined with their angles. They're constantly looking around, adjusting, putting rockets towards their opponents, and then keeping control, working with each other to make sure that they're finding the right targets. I mean, Mongraal's aim on people in the air, honestly, you think he's using a controller, the way these players just get beamed as they come through, but no, it is just his amazing throw. As Mitro would say, that's easy. Running it. And again, the high ground. And for me, that's what's so where there's so many RPGs, so many shockwaves. The way they're able to not only get initial control, but then run the rest of the lobby without having to drop down and putting themselves in bad situations. They were never threatened. Count the number of times in this clip that bullets or anything are being shot back towards them. Everyone else is so focused on just trying to rotate and avoid damage from above that these guys don't have to do really anything in terms of defensive play, and they can just focus on going forward, and it seemed like it was just going to be a win. And honestly, I want to roll this all the way back to Showage's piece on the retail drop spot and how your early game sets you up for an advantage. They have so many tools at their disposal, from ammunition to rockets to excess shields to having enough maps because they had rotations early on to hold the high ground. It just makes it so easy and so clinical. And I promise, if you are a trio or you're just interested in competitive Fortnite and getting better, go and load up these guys' server replays. Watch them play. Check them out on their socials. You might want to actually mute their streams every now and then because they can get a little loud on the comms. Paulus does a great job breaking that one down. And let's actually take a look at page 2 of the standings, because as we talked about in the heat formats, the top 8 are going to advance. But just so you can get a hint, 5 elims right now is getting you up into that second page. There is 32 teams in each one of the heats. You need to be in the top 25% in order to advance. In Europe, every single one of these guys is impressive, but they're all capable of stringing together a couple of good runs. You have 6 games. A third of them are down. You're now into kind of like the meat of it. In the next 2 games, you don't want to fall out early. So expect to see some intense battles early on and maybe a little bit more passive play in the mid game, because people don't want to get dropped out. You don't want it to be a third game. We're off the pace. Now we really need to be pressing forward. I think you'll start seeing aggression in games 5 and 6. 3 and 4, they're going to be playing a little bit more like me. Hanging out, just being like, oh, there's people over there? No.
Not like got it. Yeah, we'll have to see how things go, because again, like someone said, you have to be top 8 if you want to move on to grand finals. So for a lot of these teams, I think we're going to see that though. Maybe even some teams that are even on the same page 3, they want to try and make top 8. We have 6 games. Let's try it once. If it doesn't work out, we'll change up the plan, but I mean, I know that's a tall order. I'm aware.
I wouldn't say so retail loot is strong, but there's a reason why you see the most dominant teams kind of staking their ground in retail. So it's like, come and challenge us if you want, because if anything, that benefits us more. We're confident that we can take those early game fights with you. Like, if you want to split and try and do the blacktop house, that's fine, but these guys will end up running at you. They will take the challenge, because for them, they see 50 pots. They see points on the leaderboard. They see ways to climb this way. No, it's serious. That's how MMB, that's how Volks and them, that's what they look at retail. If you want to come there that confident, and the mental game is so important, particularly in structures like this, where if you win the first 2 games, you are hanging around off this page. If you're not in direct contention, you might think, man, I'm struggling right now. We really need to get into it, but in reality, you're able to string together 1 or 2 strong games, or even a victory royale right now would put you through, right? Yeah. And any of these guys are capable of winning one of these games, so I think they can do it, but it's all about keeping a strong mental game as you're going through.
It's tough, man. I mean, as much as I want to see Shy eat a jar of mayonnaise, it would be kind of cool to have a new trio come up and, dethrone MMB. I am about that, but it's just going to be a lot about the game, like you're saying. If you start to just lose your confidence even just a little bit, that's going to affect your potential placement in top 8. We'll have to see, though. I'm getting a little too excited, Fortnite fam. I want to see more of this. But yeah, I think we're getting ready. Battle Bus players are boarding. We'll be there in just a moment. I think we have a package here in just a moment. But what do you think, man? So do you think, I don't